Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I am SDG and hopefully you guys are doing great. So with the Warzone integration with Cold War coming in about a couple weeks from now, there's for sure 100% going to be some meta changes, some weapons to overthrow the current Warzone meta weapons, and a lot more changes when it comes to customization and loadouts and all that other good stuff. And that's exactly what I'll be going over in this video. So this is going to be a two-part series. So the first part, which is this part, is going to be of the meta changes, what I see in the loadouts and what I see some of the weapons that'll probably overthrow the current meta weapons. Then for the second part, which will be obviously later, I will be talking about some of the best possible Black Ops Cold War weapons that will be integrated with Warzone, and some of the best possible. It's more of a prediction video, so there's that. But I'll pretty much be predicting some of the best loadouts for Warzone specifically with the Black Ops Cold War weapons. So stay tuned for that. Also, before the video starts, if you are interested in any Call of Duty content, any Call of Duty strategies, new news, and all that other good stuff, make sure to subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content that I drop that specifically consists of Call of Duty. Also, it's free and harmless, so really no harm done to you, so why not just push the button. Now let's get into the contents of this video. So to begin with, I want to talk about the specific loadouts. So because of the fact that Cold War and Modern Warfare weapons will be linked together and mixed and matched, you will actually be able to mix and match Warzone weapons with Call of Duty Cold War weapons. Now what I mean by this is you can mix a Kilo 141, that is of course in Modern Warfare, with a MP5 that is from the Black Ops Cold War universe. That will be quite the interesting appeal. That would be really interesting loadouts, and the customization will just go crazy, and it's going to be much more enjoyable and much more weird, I guess. But yeah, so many more challenges will arise from this, and so much more content from my base. So yeah, stay tuned for all that stuff. But that's really all I have to say about customization. I'm not too sure on how they're gonna input camos. It would be pretty cool for them to input camos like you can put in Warzone, at least you can put Modern Warfare camos on a Black Ops Cold War weapon, you know, mix and match it. And especially because of the fact that there is diamond now, it would be pretty cool to have a diamond Kilo, you know, that would be pretty dope. But that's just a hope I have for that. But in general, customization wise, it's nothing extremely crazy, so there's that. Now for the weapons. So specifically the weapons like the AK, the XM4, and the MP5. Now why I highlight these specific weapons is because these are the weapons that will be duplicates. So there will be an MP5 from Modern Warfare, and there will also be an MP5 from Black Ops Cold War. Same with the AK and same with the XM4. Although the XM4 is named slightly different, they're still in the same, I guess, category. So yeah, they're still both in the AR-15 M4 kind of base. So there's that. There's another duplicate in that. And the really awesome thing is you can pair both AKs, both MP5s, or both you can pair both AKs, MP5s, and also XM4s or M4s, meaning you can put overkill in a class and completely dominate people with two AKs, which is going to be really weird. That's going to be a really weird challenge video I'll probably do, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. That kind of links with customization, but I just wanted to highlight those weapons out simply because, well, those are the duplicate weapons. Those are going to be the weapons that will probably shine out the most, specifically because of the fact that they're duplicate. Now, I'm just being super redundant about the duplicates, but that's really that's that. I just wanted to highlight that to you guys. Now let's get into the main contents of this video, specifically about the meta changes. So what I see at the current state is the Krig 6 is gonna take dominate over the meta. That's just what I think. The Krig 6 and the AK, as though, because I say that because I already made a video on the Krig 6 yesterday, so just go ahead and check that out for my opinion on that. But for this case, the Krig 6 has really no vertical recoil. It has a little bit of horizontal, but you can counter that with a foregrip. So in general, it really has no recoil. It can delete people at range, and on top of that, it has a pretty solid damage to fire rate ratio. So I feel like that. So the Krig 6 is probably the one to take over the Kilo, or you can pair it with the Kilo. It doesn't really matter. It's just an amazing weapon to use. I don't know. It has absolutely no recoil, so hitting people at range is awesome. And on top of that, it's just in general a very solid gun that I think will overshadow the Kilo 141 this upcoming December 10th. Now for the AK is also another thing. Of course, the AK is so much easier to control in this Call of Duty versus Modern Warfare, because Modern Warfare's AK, it was just way too difficult to use and too much recoil to handle even with attachments. So this AK really does overshadow that, and the AK could be brand new meta. We see, we don't know yet, but out of that, really the two major meta changes I see is that of course the SMGs in Cold War really don't seem to be the best. Ever since at least the MP5 nerf, I see a bunch more, like there's more recoil on the MP5, which doesn't make it as good as the Modern Warfare MP5. But in general, the ones in the Black Ops Cold War universe have really low bullet velocity, and they have high fire rate, but that really doesn't, with me at least, it doesn't sink in as well as I want it to. Nonetheless, pretty much SMGs kind of suck in Cold War, so I don't really see them overtaking the meta there. But it's primarily the ARs and possibly even the sniper rifles. I'm looking at the sniper rifles like the Barrett M82 and the LW3 Tundra, I believe it's called. I'm not a huge fan of the Pellington. Too many hit markers with it. I really like sniper rifles that are a little slower but are guaranteed a one-shot kill upper torso. Nonetheless, those are what I see the main meta changes to be. LMGs, not so much. So pretty much in general, it's just ARs, sniper rifles, and that's pretty much all the differences I see. Yeah, I mean, that's what I see in the meta change, and that's what I think will happen. Of course, this is not guaranteed, or this is not confirmed by Treyarch or Activision by any chance, because it's way too early. It's not even December yet at the date of this recording, so it's too early to know, but these are all predictions, so just keep that in mind. Now really, that's all I really wanted to talk about. This video was simply just seeing the meta change that'll possibly happen, what I think will be the best weapons, and yeah, I mean, I'm currently enjoying Cold War and the weapons, so balancing it out with the Modern Warfare weapons will be quite interesting to see, and also pretty awesome, really. It's you're gonna you can, okay, think about it. You can run a Kilo 141 with an AK-74U, for example. That's not something I would run. Something I would run, probably something like the HDR with the XM4 or the Krig 6. There's so much customization to come. It's absolutely amazing. But the meta changes, there won't be a huge amount of meta change, but it'll still be noticeable. So that's really all I have to say. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. Also, if you are interested in any more Call of Duty content when it comes to the news, strategies, and content in general, make sure to go ahead and subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content that I drop consisting of that. Also, it's free and harmless, so why not push the big red button. Nonetheless, thank you once more for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. I'll see you in part 2.
All a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.